Boys, girls, welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm making this video to tell you guys that I just quit my job. I just quit my job. It's my first time being unemployed since I reached working age. I've been working jobs since the age of 16, but today I didn't show up for my shift. I quit my job and I'm going to be pursuing content creation and entrepreneurship full time. It's kind of crazy, it hasn't really sunk in for me all the way yet. And I'm really just making this video just to kind of show you guys that, you know, you can't predict your future. You get what I'm saying? And the future is nothing but the present. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like you're going to wake up one day and you're your future self. Like, when you reach a point like this where you're able to quit your job, it just feels like a normal day. Like, you wake up that morning, it feels like a normal day. You go through your day, it feels like a normal day. You don't think that, wow, probably 10 years from now, life will be so different, and I'm going to look back on this day, and this is the day that I took the leap of faith. I've been making some pretty decent sales this month on my business, and I've also been mentoring people about that. I've got another video coming on this account talking more about that. But I really just wanted to get this video posted because I feel like a lot of you guys want to hear kind of my story. So I'm going to talk about the jobs that I've worked and how long it took me to get to this point. So the first job I ever worked was at Chick-fil-A. I was a front of house team member at Chick-fil-A. I worked there for 2 years. So yeah, I worked there from the age of 16 to the age of 18. Then after that, I went ahead and I worked at a fine dining steakhouse. I was a server's assistant at a fine dining steakhouse. I didn't like working there that much. It was a pretty big workload. I didn't like Chick-fil-A either that much. Chick-fil-A, the pay was horrible. I was getting paid $9 an hour, and then after a couple months, it went up to $10 an hour. So I was getting paid $10 an hour, but I was doing I was working hard. Fine dining was basically Chick-fil-A, but we were getting paid more. So I was really making, but I mean, it varied between $15 to even $30 an hour when I was working there. So, it varied because it's a tip job. So the pay was definitely there, but I didn't really like the environment. My coworkers were all super old and super serious because it's fine dining. So everyone takes their job too seriously. There's lots of micromanaging. And I don't like being told what to do by people who aren't my manager. I really don't like being told what to do by my manager either, but I'll just do it. I'll just, sit there and do it because they're my managers. They're just doing their job. But after that, I started working at an ice cream shop over the summer because tips at that fine dining steakhouse. I worked at that steakhouse for a year and 6 months. Tips over the summer were horrible at that place. So I was like, you know what, this summer I'm going to go work at an ice cream shop with my friends. So we went to work at an ice cream shop. The pay was, a bit better over the summer, and then we quit as soon as my friends quit as soon as college started back up, but I stayed there. I just transferred locations to one of the locations that was closer to our campus. So I worked there for a little bit, and then I found a restaurant. I worked at California Pizza Kitchen. So I found California Pizza Kitchen. It was pretty nearby, and it was everything that I was looking for. It was a restaurant job, but it was chill. It was close by, like less than 10-minute drive, and it's busy. It was very busy, so lots of money. I loved working there. Well, I didn't love working there, but for a job, it was good. It was good for a job, but a job can only make me so happy. I mean, I've never really been the type to be into working a job. So I worked there for about 6 months. And then after that, I had to leave because the school year ended. So I moved into my grandma's basement for the summer. Let me not say my grandma's basement. I moved into my grandma's house for the summer. So I couldn't work there anymore because it's too far away from here. So I ended up working at a different restaurant called Bahama Breeze. So I worked there for about like three weeks, not even a month. I made a little bit of money, but then here we are, you know. Things started going better than I thought they would. I was able to cover certain bills. So I don't really need that job anymore. And I've taken on duties and tasks that would just, it would be better if I had more time at home in front of the computer to get it done. So that I decided I'm going to quit my job. So I went ahead and I quit. I usually put in a 2 weeks notice and work the extra 2 weeks, but this time around I was just like, no, let me just quit. So I decided to just take the leap of faith, and I think that you guys will be able to as well when the time comes. Just play it smart. By no means did I impulsively do this. Like, I have been working a job, like I said, for years, many different jobs. While, like, I started entrepreneurship at 12 years old. Okay, so it's not like as soon as I hit 16, I was working a job, and then after some years, I started entrepreneurship. No, I was on drop shipping since 12, but I always had a job to go along with it, because that's just a smart way to go about things. But this is gonna be the first time that I'm really able to grind content creation, so you guys will see more YouTube videos from me. Um, um, you guys will see more mentorship from me. Those of you that are interested in Shopify, making money online, that sort of thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off right here. I'm going to be making another video with a little bit more editing and some announcements, and I might post that at the same time as this video, probably a day after. So I will see you guys in that one. Make sure you stay grinding. It is very, very possible. Okay, I quit. I am 20 years old. I quit my job. I will hopefully never have to work a job again. So it's very much so possible. If I can do it, you can too. Thank you guys for tuning in. See y'all next time.